and I got another story for you guys today. I picked out a pretty good one for today. I'm sorry that I didn't do a story last week, but if you haven't heard, which I'm assuming a lot of you have, but just in case you haven't, one of my close friends, well, like one of my really good friends, he passed away recently, and I just didn't really feel like it was appropriate to make a story last week, but I got a new story for you guys today. Pretty good one. But yeah, so guys, hope you guys enjoy this story. Please leave a like if you do enjoy it. Let's try for 5 or 6 likes on this story. And so yeah, let's just get right into it. Now, this story happened last year. Yes, last year when I was in grade 9. Um, Actually, technically, it was around around 4 or 5 months ago when this happened. Technically, but it was last school year. It was the last school year that it happened, so I just refer to it as last year. So technically, this did happen last year when I was in ninth grade. And so I was in English class, okay? And I was doing my work, but then I was like, okay, I need to go to the bathroom because I really felt the need to go. So I go up to my teacher and I ask him. He lets me go to the bathroom. So I go out of the class and I go into the bathroom. And before I say what happens next, I just got to warn you guys. This is a pretty gross story. This is a pretty gross story, and I don't mean that gently. Like, you're probably like, well, what? Did somebody pee on the floor? No, it's worse than that. So let me just say, if you haven't had the 5th grade sex talk yet, or you're like over the age of 40, or you're one of my family members, click off the video right now. But anyway, I go into the bathroom, and I go into one of the stalls, and I sit down, and like I'm doing my business, and then I go to grab some toilet paper, and then I look down. I'm not even sure if I went to grab toilet paper. I don't even remember. But then I look down at the floor. Well, because, there's not really much else to look at when you're in one of those stalls. So, well, I suppose you could look in other directions, but that's not the point. So I'm just, like, sitting there in the stall, and I look down, and I'm like, what is that? Okay, guys, before I say what it was, take a guess in the comments what you think it was. I think some of you may be able to guess it, but I don't think a lot of people are going to be able to guess it. So guess in the comments right now what you think it was. Okay, so if you guessed in the comments, I assume you have your guess by now, or you can just have a guess in your head. It doesn't really matter to me. But so yeah, I look down and I see something, and I'm like, what is that? And then I'm like, no, 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 no. I was like, no, no, no. I was like, I really hope that is not what I think it is. And then I look and I'm like, is that? And I'm like, oh my God. I was like, yeah, so let me just say, yeah, there was jizz on the floor. Now, you're probably thinking, well, what if it was just like water, or if it was like a loogie? I doubt loogies would be that big, and it most certainly was not water. So yeah, and then I'm like, oh, gross. I was like, that is disgusting. Oh man, it was so gross, and I'm like, ugh. And then I grab a piece of toilet paper, and I was like, I really don't even want to touch it, even with the toilet paper, but I really don't want anybody else to see this. So I decided to wipe it up with the toilet paper, and then I just threw it in the toilet. And then I was like, oh my God. And then I just flushed the toilet and got out of the bathroom, went back to my class, and the people who I was sitting with, I was like, I don't even remember what I was saying, but I was like, really, I was like, and then this one, the girl that was sitting beside me, she's like, what's wrong? And I'm like, I went to the bathroom and something happened there. I don't think you want to know. And she's like, oh, okay, I probably don't. And then after that was over, I was still pretty grossed out, but then anyway, it was the end of the day because this was like right at the end of the day. I had English for my last class, and then because like on Fridays my mom picks me up from school, and so I get in my mom's car, and my mom's like, "So, how was your day?" And I'm like, my day was pretty good." And I was like, "Except for something that happened during English." And my mom's like, "Why? What happened during English?" And I was like, "Well, I went to the bathroom and I went into one of the stalls and then I said this to her. I said these words. I was like, there was jizz on the floor." And then my mom's like, "What's that?" Yeah, and then I'm like, yeah, so I explained to her what it means, and my mom's like, "Oh, gross." And my mom's like, "Are you sure it was that? You sure it wasn't like a loogie or like water or something?" And I was like, "No, no, it wasn't." I was like, "It was not that at all. I doubt water is thick and white, and loogies don't look that way either." So yeah, that's pretty much it for the story, you guys. I know this is a really disgusting story, but I just thought it'd be funny to have it on the channel today. But anyway, guys, hope you guys enjoyed this story. Subscribe for more content. Please leave a like if you did enjoy the story. And yeah, guys. So again, I hope you guys liked it. Oh, okay. Why am I repeating my outro? But leave a like if you enjoyed the story. Subscribe for more content. And remember, you guys, whenever seeing fluids on the floor, say no to drugs.